What's going on, guys? As always, I'm Zestran, and I wanted to talk about Metroid Prime Federation Force and kind of my thoughts about it. So, this game was announced E3 last year, and people were furious when it was announced. And I just want to kind of lay some things down before I get into this. I'm not that big of a Metroid fan. I like Samus as a character. She's one of my mains in Smash. I've played a few Metroid games. I've never played them to completion. I played Metroid Prime 1 a little bit back in GameCube, but I never got past the first level because I sucked at it. Then years later, when I got a Wii, I played Metroid Prime 3. I don't even know how far into it. Got stuck, stopped playing. Tried again like a year and a half later. Got stuck again, stopped playing. Then I played Metroid Prime Other M, which a lot of people hate on. I actually didn't mind. I just got stuck in that game and stopped playing in that too. And then I played more Metroid Prime 1 when the Metroid Prime trilogy came to Wii U with the Wii Virtual Console thing. And I think I played a little bit of Metroid Prime Fusion also on Virtual Console and Wii U. But other than that, I'm not too familiar with Metroid. I'm a big Metroid fan. I like the series. I do want to see like a Metroid Prime 4 on Wii U and all this stuff. So now that all this is clear, everything I'm about to say you can take with a grain of salt. I think the outrage toward Metroid Prime Federation Force is ridiculous. People are bashing this game. They're just hating on this game. They want it to be canceled. They think it's ridiculous. They think it's bullshit. All this stuff. And I think people thinking that is ridiculous. Yeah, I can understand you wanting a true Metroid game because you haven't seen one in 5 years, and the last one is, quote, terrible. Again, I thought Other M was okay. A lot of people hate it because it's really chatty, I guess you'd call it. I'm like, I like games with story to it, and I'd hate silent protagonists, so that worked out for me. So, this game, like, seeing the trailers, the game looks like it could be fun, like, to play. And I guess the story is kind of like a side story that takes place before 3 or after 3 or something like that. I don't exactly know, but it's kind of like a side story that's not necessarily important, but they want to tell it. And I do think the game looks like a lot of fun. I don't know if it's going to be on just regular 3DS or only going to be on new 3DS because it's like a first-person shooter and it looks like you'd have to use the little nub to control it, or maybe the touchscreen. I don't know. But the game really does look like a lot of fun, and I want to play it. Now, is this game taking away from there being a proper Metroid on Wii U? Probably not. Retro Studios are the ones who made Metroid Primes 1, 2, and 3, and they also did Donkey Kong Country Returns and Tropical Freeze, but that's different. And they're not making Metroid Prime Federation Force. They could be making Metroid Prime 4 because they haven't done anything since Tropical Freeze, and we don't know what they're doing. They're working on something because the studio can not just be doing nothing and be open. So it could be Metroid Prime 4. Maybe we'll see it E3 this year. Maybe it could be an NX launch title. We don't know. But just because this game exists doesn't mean it's taking away from our next proper Metroid game. And same thing with Triforce Heroes. That didn't take away from Zelda Wii U. They kind of just they wanted to make it, I guess, and they gave it to us to kind of hold us over to Zelda Wii U because it was delayed, and there's also Majora's Mask 3D and then Twilight Princess HD, all this stuff, but it doesn't matter. Like, that game didn't take away from Zelda Wii U, and Metroid Prime Federation Force is not going to take away from Metroid Prime 4. If Retro is working on that, then maybe they're working on a third Donkey Kong game. Who knows? A lot of people want it to be Metroid. I'm kind of indifferent. I mean, I think a proper HD built from the ground up for a powerful console like the NX is supposed to be will be amazing. It could be fantastic, and I'll probably play it. I don't really know what's going on in the story. But again, Metroid is one of those games that has a silent protagonist and not a lot of story content in it. So, in my opinion, I like games with a story. I know there's story in Metroid, but it's not delivered in a way that I like. But that's basically my thoughts on Metroid Prime Federation Force. I think it could be a good game. I think people should give it a chance before they just write it off just because it's not exactly what they wanted. Like, Triforce Heroes is not what I wanted from Zelda. And I didn't say, oh, this game is terrible, blah, blah, blah. I bought the game, played it, and then I decided I didn't like it. It wasn't until after I played the game that I decided, oh, I don't really like this game. I didn't see the trailer and was, oh, fuck this, fuck that, blah, blah, blah. Sorry for the language. I gave the game a chance. Just because it wasn't what I wanted doesn't mean it's going to be a bad game. And that's definitely how I feel about Metroid Prime Federation Force. Just because it's not necessarily what you want doesn't mean it's terrible and shouldn't exist. There are some people out who probably are excited for this game who think this game is cool and awesome. Like, I definitely want this game. It looks fun. And when it comes down to it, that's what video games are for, to have fun. But that's just been my thoughts on the matter. And yeah, so make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe. and I will see you guys later.